Not in a million years will I walk away after this.
You're not finished?
No way. But what I'm going to do to him is going to be that bad of a beating on Saturday night, he ain't going to want to have a trilogy.
Tyson Fury isn't ready to move on from Oleksandr Usyk just yet, as he has now demanded a trilogy fight. Fury claims he's seeking the rematch to address what he describes as double robberies at the hands of Usyk. According to Fury, he would have gracefully accepted defeat if Usyk had secured a fair and decisive victory.
And I'm hoping there's going to be a trilogy, because all great dance partners have trilogies. It's facts. But what I'm going to do to him, he won't want a trilogy.
In at least one of their two encounters. However, he strongly believes he was unjustly denied victory on both occasions. A third fight, in his view, is the only way to rectify these perceived injustices and earn the win he feels he deserves. The second manslayer, a white middle-aged man, tells Jack about a benefit he gets when exercising this way. To most boxing fans, Fury's demands seem questionable. Many believe he's undeserving of a trilogy, considering his performances in the previous bouts. Should Usyk agree to a third matchup, it's widely thought Fury would only be setting himself up for yet another loss, which would further tarnish.
My last question, they are talking about a third match. Will be a third match?
When I win this one, then yes, sure.
You want that?
Yes.
Is this in
his boxing record? Talks of a trilogy began circulating even before their most recent fight, with fans and professionals alike speculating that Fury's drive for revenge could lead him to a stunning comeback. Unfortunately for the Gypsy King, the outcome wasn't much different from their earlier clash. Despite minor improvements, Fury still fell short. Before the fight, notable figures like Frank Warren and many fans supported the idea of a third showdown, banking on a Fury victory to keep the trilogy hopes alive. In an interview with Boxing King Media, the Manchester native emphasized his unwavering focus and desperate pursuit of revenge.
contract?
No.
What do you want to tell Usyk right now?
Run, rabbit, run.
Run! I think he was.
Whether Fury gets his wish remains uncertain, but many doubt he has what it takes to overcome Usyk in a third encounter. When asked about a potential trilogy, Tyson Fury expressed his interest, but with one condition. It will only happen if he wins the upcoming rematch at the Kingdom Arena. The 36-year-old declared, "When I win this one, then yes, for sure." Fury emphasized that unlike their first fight, which included a two-way rematch clause, there is no such obligation this time. The third fight hinges entirely on Fury's ability to exact revenge, which would generate significant demand for a decisive final bout. If Fury is victorious, his...
You think I've got the truthfully?
I thought he was dead tonight. I thought he was going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds.
But
Boss the fight in front foot all night and work.
His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is expected to support an immediate trilogy. However, if Oleksandr Usyk wins again, he is likely to move on to other challenges, potentially targeting an undisputed clash with Daniel Dubois or Joseph Parker. A few days ago, Fury's promoter Frank Warren also addressed the possibility of a trilogy, suggesting it would eclipse other matchups for both fighters. In an interview with Boxing News, Warren stated that a trilogy fight between Fury and Usyk is in the plans if Fury wins the rematch, provided neither retires. Warren declared that if Fury...
What would you rather happen next? Would you rather the Usyk rematch or would you rather the AJ fight at Wembley?
I'd rather he gets the fight out of the way on the 18th first and we see where we go from there.
You're giving me nothing here, Frank.
Sorry?
You're giving me nothing.
I've just told you, let's get that fight out of the way. I mean, you want to go...
Emerges victorious, the trilogy will take precedence over potential showdowns with Anthony Joshua or anyone else. This would inevitably delay Usyk's pursuit of an undisputed clash with Dubois or Parker. For now, the Gypsy King's hopes for redemption rest entirely on the outcome of the rematch, which could shape the future of both fighters' careers. Fans have long awaited a showdown between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, but the potential trilogy between Fury and Oleksandr Usyk could derail Joshua's comeback plans. Even Joshua himself is waiting for the results of the Riyadh season rematch to decide his next move. However, if a third Fury-Usyk fight takes place, it could significantly hinder Joshua's path forward. To complicate matters, the Gypsy King has expressed more interest in fighting Usyk again than facing Joshua. In a
and that was it.
Can you come back from this, Tyson?
I don't know. Listen, it's up to the man, and whatever he wants to do. If he's got a good ambition to come back again and do what he's got to do, I don't know. Listen, he'll have to make his own decisions. He's a big boy, isn't he?
What did you...
In a conversation with Al Arabiya, Fury remarked, "Joshua's in tatters at the moment. He's got to pick up the pieces from his last fight. But the fight with Usyk on Saturday and another after that would be fantastic for me." While this announcement from Fury and promoter Frank Warren may have disappointed Joshua and his fans, many boxing enthusiasts are excited about the prospect of a Fury-Usyk trilogy. Tyson Fury is no stranger to trilogies, having faced Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder 3 times each. However, he was undefeated until Usyk changed that narrative with back-to-back victories in May and December. Now, a trilogy...
50-50 fight. God's honest truth. Dubois a lot younger, isn't he? He's 26-7-year-old. The other man's 35, same age as me.
Age may seem unnecessary to many, especially since Usyk has nothing more to prove. He's already 2 fights up, meaning even if Fury wins the 3rd bout, Usyk would remain ahead in their rivalry. For Usyk, agreeing to a trilogy carries significant risk. Fury has already lost his undefeated record, while Usyk's unbeaten streak remains on the line. With nothing left for Usyk to gain, the stakes seem one-sided. Fury's post-fight demands for a rematch also appear inconsistent with his behavior immediately following the December clash, raising questions about his motives for a 3rd fight. After Tyson Fury stormed out of the ring in frustration following his loss to Oleksandr Usyk, a surprising scene unfolded during Usyk's post-fight interview. Daniel Dubois...
Daniel, 1 second, let him have his moment. Daniel,
Usyk! Well, I want my revenge. I want my revenge, Usyk. Well done on tonight.
Interrupted Usyk's victory celebration, grabbing the microphone to demand a rematch. Usyk had just retained his heavyweight titles with a unanimous decision victory over Fury in their highly anticipated rematch in Riyadh, winning with a 1-1-6-1-1-2 scorecard. Dubois, who claimed the IBF title by defeating Filip Hrgović in June, was in attendance at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. Grabbing the mic, Dubois passionately declared, "Usyk, I want my revenge. I want my revenge. Well done tonight, God bless, but I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it. Let's go. Where's Frank? Make it happen." The animosity stems from their August 2023 fight in Poland, where Usyk stopped Dubois in the 9th round of a grueling bout. Controversy arose in the 5th...
Done on tonight. God bless. I want my revenge for the robbery last time. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go.
...round, when Dubois dropped Usyk with a punch ruled as a low blow. After being given 4 minutes to recover, Usyk drew on his experience to rally and secure the win. When asked about a potential rematch with Dubois, Usyk responded calmly, saying, "Yeah, no problem. I am ready. Next fight, no problem. Now I want to go home, get some rest, and I'll be ready. Your Excellency, make the fight with Daniel Dubois." Before Dubois' interruption, Usyk was reflecting on the judges' scorecards for his rematch with Fury, where his superior skill set once again proved decisive. Dubois' demand, however, has added a new layer of intrigue to the heavyweight division's future. In the ring after his victory, Oleksandr Usyk humbly stated, "I win, it's good. I'm not a judge. I'm a sportsman, an athlete. It's not my deal. I won."
Where's Frank? Make it happen.
Mr. Excellency. Your Excellency. Make me fight with Daniel Dubois. Thank you so much.
And thank God. Reflecting on how he continues to improve as he approaches his 38th birthday, he joked, "I don't know. Maybe I am training and preparing well. My wife helps me. It's a very happy day. My son said to me, 'Hey, Papa, you're next.' I said, 'Okay, I'll try.'" Speaking about Tyson Fury, who left the ring without an interview, Usyk offered gracious remarks. "He is a great fighter, a great opponent, an unbelievable 24 rounds for my career. Thank you so much." Switching to Ukrainian, Usyk added, "I want to devote this victory to my mother. She worries about me all the time, and I want to say..."
What did you make of it?
It's my time now. It's time. hand over the crown. It's passing of the...
You want the winner?
Yeah.
Well, you want the winner. You want Usyk.
I want Usyk now. Yeah.
Did you think he deserved...
In Wembley. Get him in Wembley.
Did you think he deserved to win tonight?
Daniel, talk to me.
Say thank you for everything you've done for me. I give all this to her and all the mothers of Ukraine. Usyk's recent win brought back memories of his 2023 victory over Daniel Dubois in Poland, where he knocked out the Englishman in the 9th round. The fight remains controversial due to a 5th-round incident when Dubois landed a punch ruled as a low blow, allowing Usyk time to recover before turning the tide and securing the win. Dubois, feeling robbed, interrupted Usyk's post-fight interview on Saturday night to demand a rematch, saying, "I want my revenge."
See him come again. Well, Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring and said, "Let's get this fight on." I think he was told by Bricktop to do that. Jump in there, make a bit of noise. So Daniel Dubois got in there. I didn't like it because Usyk was tired. He wanted to do his interview, and then he's got Daniel Dubois jumping on. But I understand he's selling the game, aren't you? He's trying to get the next fight. But
Usyk welcomed the idea, stating he was open to making the fight happen. However, boxing commentator Frosch shared his perspective via his YouTube channel, calling Dubois' interruption unnecessary, though he acknowledged the reasoning behind it. The 47-year-old Frosch shared his thoughts on Daniel Dubois' interruption and Oleksandr Usyk's future, expressing mixed feelings. "I think Usyk has passed his best, to be honest. He's 2 years older than Fury. Does he come again? Do I want to see him come again? Well, Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring and said, 'Let's get this fight on.' I think Bricktop told him to do that, to jump in and make some noise. So Dubois did it." Frosch continued and said, "I didn't like it. Usyk was tired. He wanted to do his interview."
Shift. He was tired. It was marked up, and he's now having to say, and he actually called it, didn't he? He said, "Turkey Al Sheikh, let's make the fight happen. Let's do it." He didn't back down. He said, "Let's make the fight happen." I wouldn't like to see
you. And then he's got Dubois jumping in. But I understand. This is about selling the game, isn't it? You're trying to set up the next fight. Even so, I didn't like how it happened. Usyk had just put in a real shift. He was tired, marked up, and then had to respond to Dubois, but Usyk didn't back down. He actually called us saying, "Turkey Al Sheikh, let's make this fight happen." He didn't hesitate. Regarding a potential rematch, Frosch noted that Usyk would need to be fully committed. Usyk would have to put his full focus and weight behind this fight, especially given how quickly Dubois' success is coming together, he explained. Dubois young, strong and a big puncher.
In there with Daniel Dubois and not really fancy it and not want to do it, because Daniel Dubois is young, strong, big puncher. He's flying at the minute. I know he's got Joseph Parker next, but I suppose if Usyk does fight again, that's probably the fight for him. That's the fight that we're going to want to see as fans.
He's flying at the moment. I know he's got Joseph Parker next, but if Usyk does fight again, that's probably the fight for him. That's the one fans will want to see. However, Frosch added a cautionary note. "I wouldn't like to see Usyk go into that fight half-heartedly, not really wanting it. But honestly, I think Usyk should just step away now and enjoy that win. He's earned it." Frosch also praised Tyson Fury for his performance in the ring and congratulated Oleksandr Usyk on another impressive win. Back-to-back wins against Tyson Fury, who is one hell of a fighter, a fantastic fighter, but Fury will be absolutely devastated tonight. That's 2 losses on the spin.
Just give your thoughts on that fight, please.
Say what?
The thoughts on the fight. Did you feel like the...
Absolutely, Oleksandr Usyk is the champion. There is no doubt that he won that fight.
Was that just dominance from the start? Did you feel like he pushed Tyson Fury on the back foot throughout most of the...
...to the El Supremo, Oleksandr Usyk. I don't know where Fury goes from here, but for now, I'll just say I've witnessed another fantastic fight. Great performances from both guys, but it was really a dominant display by Usyk. You can't complain about the winner. Heavyweight icons Lennox Lewis and Wladimir Klitschko offered contrasting views on the events in Riyadh. Klitschko praised his countryman Usyk for securing another victory on the scorecards, while Lewis believed Fury squandered his opportunity for revenge. Speaking to Seconds Out, Klitschko said, quote, "I expected a repeat of the first match, and that's exactly what happened. Oleksandr is a true legend and champion. We're so lucky to have him in Ukraine." When asked about Usyk's next opponent, Klitschko hinted at a potential matchup with IBF belt holder Daniel.
Just dominated that fight easier than the first fight.
He just confirmed that he's a true champion. He beat everyone.
Where does he rank, man, amongst the greatest? Because he's definitely cemented his name.
There is Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
Dubois, but left the decision to Usyk, emphasizing the champion's dominance and well-earned place at the top of the division. Daniel Dubois stormed the ring after Oleksandr Usyk's victory to demand a rematch, despite already being scheduled to fight Joseph Parker in February. Wladimir Klitschko, reflecting on Usyk's prior stoppage win over Dubois, dismissed the idea of a rematch. "I don't think Oleksandr needs any repetition with Dubois. That's my opinion," Klitschko stated. In a separate discussion, Klitschko expressed confidence in Anthony Joshua, picking him to defeat Tyson Fury if they face off in 2025. Lennox Lewis, however, took a more neutral stance on the potential all-UK clash, saying,
Where does he go from here?
Who?
Tyson Fury.
It's only one fight, but there's no point in me. It's not the time to start calling the fight out. You don't know what Fury's going to do. Maybe he doesn't want to fight again. The one thing I will say is, Fury performed well. You know, it's not like he's a finished fighter, his timing was off, his punch resistance has gone. He put up a good performance.
Styles make fights. Addressing the Usyk-Fury rematch, Lewis offered a critique. "I liked the first fight better. This was a good fight, but it was very close. When it comes to heavyweight boxing and somebody's beaten you the first time, you've got to go after them in the second. I feel Tyson Fury should have gone after him a little more. It would have been a different outcome." Drawing from his own experiences, Lewis, who avenged losses to Oliver McCall and Hasim Rahman, noted, "Whatever their game plan was, mine would have been different. Whatever it was, it didn't work." His comments underscored the importance of adapting strategies in high-stakes rematches. While Tyson Fury is eager for a trilogy against Oleksandr Usyk, the boxing world seems to have someone else in mind for him. Promoter Eddie Hearn has revealed plans to stage a sensational showdown between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, following Fury's second consecutive loss to Usyk. Fury was defeated by the seemingly untouchable Ukrainian in Saudi Arabia on Saturday night, with all three...
A finished fighter, his timing was off, his punch resistance has gone. He put up a good performance. So for me, the only fight to make is AJ Fury, but let's see.
Is that half the reason why AJ waited to see? Because obviously, and Turkey said in an interview with us, he doesn't want to make AJ Dubois next.
Yeah, I mean...
3 judges scoring the fight 1-1-6-1-1-2 in Usyk's favour. After the scorecards were revealed, Fury stormed out of the ring, insisting he had won the bout by at least 3 rounds. When asked about his future, Fury gave a cryptic response. "You might see me fight again, you might not." Anthony Joshua's next opponent is still uncertain after his defeat to Daniel Dubois in September. However, Hearn is confident that Fury's latest setback will pave the way for a long-awaited clash between the two British heavyweights in 2025. "I don't think it's time to start screaming tonight is about Usyk versus Fury," Hearn told DAS. "But the reality is there's only one fight for Tyson Fury, and that's Anthony Joshua. It's the biggest fight in the history of British boxing."
We can do whatever we want to do. What the public want is AJ against Fury. It's what they always want. And it's time to make that fight. But let's see, respect Tyson Fury, see what he wants to do in the future, and no rush.
Your other fighters on the card tonight, Ishmael Davis, unfortunate late notice against Sergey Bokachev.
Yeah. Saw the levels of a true world
boxing. Everyone will always want to see it. Hearn also hinted that Fury's recent performance may influence the fight's appeal, adding, "By the way, that wasn't the Tyson Fury we're used to seeing." Eddie Hearn emphasized that despite Tyson Fury's defeat, his performance against Oleksandr Usyk wasn't poor. It wasn't a flat performance or gun-shy. His punch resistance wasn't in question. Tyson Fury is still potentially at the peak of his powers, just not good enough to beat Oleksandr Usyk tonight. But for me, AJ versus Fury is the fight. It's the one for Wembley, and I'll be pushing His Excellency, Turki Al-Sheikh, to make it happen. But that's maybe for another day. Tonight belongs to Oleksandr Usyk. Hearn acknowledged the emotional toll of defeat on fighters, adding, "Fury will struggle with this. All fighters do. AJ struggled after..."
Show some respect.
Come on, guys! Come on! Yeah, so obviously, yeah, you thought you were dictating the fight, which I thought you did too. I just went in 7 rounds to 5.
His loss to Dubois. When you're a winner and you get beaten, it hurts. This will hurt Fury deeply. Following the fight, Fury described Usyk's victory as a Christmas gift from the judges. I thought I won that fight. I thought I won both fights, but I'm going home with 2 losses on my record. There's not much I can do about it. I can just fight my heart out.
Rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee.
Believe until the day I die that I won that fight. I was aggressive, on the front foot all night, landing shots to the body and head. Fury also noted that Frank Warren and others scored the fight in his favor. Frank had me 3 or 4 rounds up, and a lot of people had me at least 2 rounds up, but I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. When you don't get the KO, this is what happens. You can't guarantee a win. After his unanimous points loss to Oleksandr Usyk in Riyadh, Tyson Fury initially declined to confirm whether he would continue fighting. All 3 judges scored the bout 1-1, 6-1, 1-2 in Usyk's favor, securing the Ukrainian champion's victory. When asked about his future, the 36-year-old Fury responded with, "Who knows?" He added that he would make a decision on whether to continue his career next year after taking some time off following the grueling rematch with Usyk. Fury's dream of becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion is now over after 2 successive losses to Usyk. However, the prospect of a domestic clash with British rival Anthony Joshua is being positioned as a potential next step for the Gypsy King. Fury, who believed he had won the fight, bitterly disputed the judge's decision, while his promoter Frank Warren expressed being dumbfounded by the scorecards. Despite giving up 4 stone and 6 inches in height, Usyk dominated much of the contest with his superior skill, landing more and bigger shots with greater accuracy. Fury, while still outstanding, saw his output decrease in the second half of the fight, and Usyk's left hand became the most potent weapon of the night. Their rematch, though a classic, resembled more of a tactical chess match than their dramatic first encounter. The rounds were closely contested, but ultimately Usyk's performance proved decisive. For the best updates on news, moments, and events in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and turning on notifications. Until next time, peace out.